I've decided I need a productive hobby. I spend a lot of time on social media and on my phone, and it's really not healthy. Especially now having kids, I need to cut down on that time drastically. I do not want my kids to remember me as being like addicted to social media and always scrolling on my phone. So I'm on a journey to find more hobbies and do more productive things with my life. The first hobby I'm getting into is bread making, specifically sourdough. And if you don't know anything about sourdough, it's like having a third child. You have to feed it every day and keep it alive. So I'm going to document my journey as a beginner that knows nothing about sourdough and me learning and experimenting and figuring out how I can make the best sourdough loaf ever. Also, I feel like it's a little criminal to have stone backsplash in the kitchen and not be making bread every day. All this stuff is from Ballerina Farm. They sell a sourdough starter kit along with some of their famous sourdough starter. It's going to be a 5-day long process to even rehydrate this and get the starter started again. Anyway, let's go. Having precise measurements is going to be key, so I'm using a kitchen scale to measure everything in grams. Starting out, we need to add 5 grams of the dehydrated sourdough starter to this jar. Now we're going to add 50 grams of warm water to the starter. We're gonna mix this up a little bit and let it sit for a few minutes. While that's sitting, I'm going to measure out 20 grams of bread flour. Pretty sure you can use any type of flour, but I've heard that bread flour is the best for beginners, so obviously that's what we're gonna use. Okay, it's been a few minutes and the starter has absorbed some of the water, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the bread flour to the starter. And then I'm gonna mix it all up using a wooden spatula. I don't know why it has to be wooden, but it says wooden, so that's what we're doing. I'm just living out my stay-at-home mom, homesteader, cottagecore dreams. Okay, that's all mixed up nicely. It says to cover loosely with a lid and store at room temperature for 24 hours. And I think this rubber band is supposed to mark where it's, oh, maybe not. I don't know what the rubber band's for. Warmth is best, so I'm gonna go put it on the windowsill. All right. We'll be back in 24 hours for an update and to do the next steps.